BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. Yes, another episode. We're still in this, still season 2. Thank you for joining us. It's such a pleasure to know that the countless amounts of people that are tuning in on a weekly basis. Y'all know what it is. BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. I am Old Head Ed. As always, I have a guest with me. What we do for those who are tuning in for the first time, if the rules are pretty much this: we get to know the guests, and then we get to know the guests' musical taste in beer, and their food taste.
Yes, sir.
So without a further ado, I gotta present and represent for my guest, none other than FredRock. Alfred, what's up, man?
Good, man. Good. Another beautiful day in Miami.
Yes, exactly.
Almost got cut short by showers, but you know, Miami's psychotic weather never happened. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
For real, man. For real. Oh, I would be remiss to say that we are recording live out of Strange Beast.
Yes.
Strange Beast,
We're
beer
back
and
in my
pizza.
neighborhood here in West Kendall.
In your neck of the woods.
Yes, sir. Over here in West Kendall in Sunset. Strange Beast, which has a very long name, or should I say, an epic background of the store that used to be there before it became Strange Beast.
We've heard the stories. Shout out to H. A couple people have hit me up, and when they were describing a certain area, I was like, "Yo, that sounds a lot like what Strange Beast is now."
Yes, that's what
the location was back then. But yeah, man, we are in West Kendall. Shouts to Strange Beast.
Yes.
Come out here, check out, check the beer, check the pizza, good food, good drink.
Yes, sir, very good.
Shouts to Alex.
Yes.
But Fred, man, what you liked it? You enjoyed it?
Yes,
the pizza
was
good.
Delicious. The pizza was good.
On point.
It had the little ricotta on it, and they smothered it up just right. Not too much, not too less. It was just
overdo
right.
it.
Yes, they didn't overdo it.
Dope.
Come eat that over here. They got fire.
Come check it out. There goes the official promo right there.
That's
so
the promo right there, man.
Now that we got that
fire.
done,
I'm all ready to go.
Ready to get into this episode right here.
Yes, sir. Let's
so
do
Fred,
this.
man, we go way back.
Yeah, we go way back.
We go way back.
Go way back.
Back to that time where
the 90s.
Yes, early 90s.
Early 90s. My introduction
the
to
young mind.
My intro to Andrew.
Yeah, the young minds.
The smack in the face is like, welcome to Miami. You get smacked in the face by Hurricane Andrew.
That's a tough thing to come into.
Yes, we got spared too. Yeah, that was supposed to hit us.
It was supposed to hit us,
and it went down to the Redlands. So God bless the Redlands, bro. They got destroyed by millions of killer tornadoes.
Yeah.
They got leveled.
Which ended up then what happening was our senior year. They ended up postponing it because they were using NMB. They were using NMB as a shelter.
Yes, exactly.
So we didn't start for like about 2 months later.
Yeah.
And then all that did was pretty much they got rid of a lot of the quote unquote teachers that work days and whatnot,
like
or holidays.
Substitute teachers.
Got you.
Or I guess the fill-ins.
The fill-ins. So we ended up moving forward and made it through that year. And that's what brought you. You was in North Miami Beach at that time.
Yeah. Well, when I first moved down, I was a pioneer. Went to North Miami.
Okay.
I was there for
rivals.
I was there for I finished off my year there, my first year when I moved down here. When I used to go and cut, I used to hang out in North Miami Beach, and I saw there was more New York people, and I felt kind of out of place in North Miami.
Gotcha.
Because they didn't like New Yorkers at the time. There was a war going on out there. Unfortunately, it was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's what it was. They were like, oh, New Yorkers hang with the New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. So everybody had their areas and cliques, and they all roll with football team, roll with the football, soccer, roll with the soccer. Everybody had their cliques. And I was looking New York as fuck when I came out there.
Bro, I can attest to that.
Outfits, Carl Kanai outfits, the big ass long shorts. Baggy shorts
with the wide legs.
Oh my God, bro! The backwards era. We were rocking shit backwards. The crisscross era. Freaking. We went through all the horrorcore, the political, the conscience.
A little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. So being that I was from the BX and stuff, I came from my background's from the BX. I was born in Manhattan. BX, every borough, it was different up in New York at that time when I was living out there. It was very territorial, and there was a lot of gang activity out there, and it's like either you're in a gang or you're gonna get fucked up. So You know,
Wow.
it was crazy out in the 80s. That's when 88. You know, I was there for 88 when the crack era came in, and that was scary.
Yeah.
You know, people were looking like zombies.
You were starting to see the
around.
effects of it.
Oh
years,
and it affected some of
making.
my family members too.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you know. But I mean, you know, it happens, bro. Like, you become a product of the streets, and you know, sometimes you know you get swallowed up in there, unfortunately. But you know, whatever. But I survived it, made it over here in 90. I came at end of 91, and you know, 92 was introduced to freaking Andrew. But
hurricanes, some shit that you don't see up north at all.
Of course not, man. And you know, it was crazy, and you know, thank God we haven't got hit by something like that again. You know,
yes,
I mean, we've
indeed.
been fortunate. We dodged some bullets.
So, Puerto Rican, raised in the BX, came down to South Florida.
Yes.
And of course, like myself, and what brought us together besides art class was the love of hip hop.
Yes, art class.
Yeah.
Yes. We had many fun times in art class.
Yo, shouts to John, shouts to Danny.
Man,
Y'all know who you are. DJ 3D.
Wow, 3D.
So we met through art class, and then that was like the beginning, and then the bond grew further when we started realizing that we had the same interest in hip hop.
Yes,
and
indeed. And you know, from similar backgrounds, from different boroughs, but still, you know, still all love, no matter what. You know, we don't got time for that negative shit. So, you know, we all just like branched, and we just always showed love to each other.
Indeed.
We ran, you know, we had our different little crews and stuff like that. I was with my little crew, but he still, you know, we still all family no matter what, you know what I mean? But I mean, we all did our own little ventures, you know, doing talent shows, and you know, we did a talent show in the Carver Center, not far from Pac Jam, where Luke's Club was
at. That's right. When y'all had it was Massive Journey.
Yeah, Massive Journey.
Dope.
Yeah, we were out there, and oh man, what a bad one.
Shouts to Massive Journey.
They pulled the plug on us, bro. It was bad.
Really?
Yeah, they pulled the plug on us.
Yo, how come I wasn't there? How'd that shit go down?
It was so I think if I'm correct, I think it was Grip. Remember
Okay.
Grip?
Yeah.
And then it was Grip. I think they went on first, and then I think it was what was with Large and Magnum? What was the name of their clique again? Oh shit! It was right into my tongue.
No, it was Band. It was Band. Well, Band 2 was the Band 2.
Band 2 was like the family, I guess.
The family.
The
native tongue.
Yeah,
the collective.
Tongue. Yeah. So,
but what Magnum on his when he was with Large, and I know we talked about it when he was on the episode where we discussed the name of the crew that they went up to New York and they was about to get signed.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it though. I can't remember the damn name of it. But it was that era. They was there too, and I think
damn, what was the name? It
was Stage there
Massive
too?
Journey. Yeah, Stage was with us. She was a Massive
Stage
Journey.
Stage was
it was
y'all.
me in Panama. Trini was there first, and Trini left. Trini did his own thing.
Trini Blunt, that's right.
Yeah, Trini Blunt. He was originally Massive Journey. I just kind of like slid in the spot, and then like, I guess we all had different, like, I guess I had a certain style. Stage had a certain style. Panama had a certain style. Stage was like you know, he wasn't on the tip that we were on, so it kind of like didn't blend in right.
Got you.
And a lot of things didn't work out, and we just, you know, we just went our separate own ways. You know what I mean? Like, Miami at that time wasn't trying to, you know, it wasn't ready for that music. They weren't even pumping hip hop on the radio at that time. Now
there was a couple of cats that were pushing for it, but it wasn't very like, there wasn't like a, how do you say, it wasn't very welcoming.
No, it wasn't very welcoming. I mean, you had like Home Team, you know, Pick It Up.
Yeah, Poison Clan with Dance All Night.
You know,
but that was a certain lane. That was a certain lane. Most cats that was trying to fit in another lane, there wasn't a lot of area for them to grow.
Yeah, so we, you know, we all come from like the same background. I mean, North Miami. They have their legends out there too. Cool and Dre. Yeah. DJ Cool and Marcelo. You know, they are legends in Miami right now, and you know have a lot of good hits underneath their belt. So you know they did a good music on Jay-Z's last album. Yeah. Family Ties has some dope beats on there. Yeah. You know, like, you know, they make some pretty funky beats. So, you know, much props to them. You know, it was just a tough time because I think Hot 105 was like one of the last channels that was playing hip hop, and then they got bought out by the soul. I think like it was, I think maybe if I'm correct, I think Steve Harvey, I think bought Hot 105 or something like that.
Okay.
And then he just, no more hip hop. Maybe like a few seconds
Got
of hip
you.
hop.
Yeah.
Like, a little mix and then back into the soul shit,
And then we ended up with
99 Jam stopped too. I mean, I think they were they just were just playing the candy shit, the candy music.
Overly saturated commercial.
Yeah, the commercial stuff.
Yeah.
They playing every hour, and then they had their little top 9 or top 10, whatever the hell it is, and it's the same songs they've been playing all fucking day. So,
exactly.
Whatever.
We just wrote one more opportunity to put it into the
rotation. We also had
rotation.
Saturday Night Funk Box
with the Rhythm Rocker, WVUM.
So, and then we also had the classic Blue Note records.
Yes,
Rest in
that
peace
was
to that nice spot.
for real.
A lot of artists came through and paid their respects going through there, so we had very fortunate to walk the malls like we were predators after trying to get like a picture with them, like, yo, I took a picture with Raekwon or something, like, damn, there was no cell phones back then. All we had was like beepers, so it's like, yo, what are you gonna walk around with a little camera and shit or whatever, you know what I mean?
Disposable joints.
Disposable joints and shit like that, bro. So we just like,
but that's what you did because you were such a fan of the culture, and you wanted to capture your moment. And if Blue Notes would funnel some of that towards our direction, then that was it. Like we didn't want to lose our opportunity. Like you said, we was up there on some predatory shit, like tracking down people.
Like being like, it's like groupies, but we're not being groupies. We're just like admired by like
fanatics,
their presence. You know what I mean? To be like, yo, I got to kick it with Raekwon just for 10 minutes, and I just got to pick his brain just a little bit.
Yeah.
The most important thing I ever wanted to ask him, I'll make sure I ask him. And then whatever, And those guys always kept it. Those guys kept it real. They never were like, get away from me, whatever. But I understand too the street essence of it too. Like if you're rolling up on them, they don't know why you're rolling up on them.
Yes.
So sometimes I guess
it could be a little standoffish.
Like, yeah.
And you gotta know how to approach.
Yeah, you gotta know how to approach. You don't want them to think that you're trying to rob them or something. They try to like, like no, I'm just wanna show love.
Man.
Show respect. Like keep on dope music, all that other stuff. I'm not trying to dick ride on that, but just showing love.
Yeah, give them the props,
showing
man.
love. I'm like, yo, I bump your shit. I look forward. Like when you say you're gonna drop your shit, I'm gonna be there to buy your shit.
We're ready. We're willing to invest.
The crazy thing is that we bought a lot of albums that maybe their singles were the only good songs on the album, bro. And I want my fucking money back.
This was before the era when Specs was letting you listen to the music.
Shit,
like,
bro.
remember that when they had the headphones where you could pull up?
And then sometimes it'd be like the remix that's not on the album.
Yeah, it's like, what happened?
And then it's just like you get the album like, yo, that song better be on there. And it's the whack version. It's like the horned out version or something, or like some fucking Cadillac version that like sounds like fucking ass whack and shit.
Where they gave some up and coming producer a chance to produce the track. It sounds nothing like
So I spent many dollars on countless crazy albums that only the singles were dope, or the remixes that were on those singles were dope.
Yeah.
So they make you spend more money, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, you got me double time. Well, whatever. We do it for the love of the music,
Yes.
So, I mean, we all work hard, and it's a real tough industry because you never know where things could possibly end up, or how the consequences of some things can happen.
Yeah.
So you take your chances.
A lot goes into trying to make it. Like there's a lot that's unseen or unheard, where it's cats trying to make it.
Yeah, it's
and
like
a lot of decisions make, and they don't always pan out. You know what I'm saying?
And then in the mixtape game, which at first it was just like a jump off for like up and coming rappers.
Yeah.
So before it was like DJs were like doing it out of love or this other stuff, or you're my boy, I'm not gonna whatever. But at the end of the day, business is business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to jump on a mixtape, what you want to be on, what, like 12 tracks, and it's like 18 tracks, and they'll put like maybe like one of their guys' songs on there or something or whatever, and that give you maybe like 500 CDs for you to sell.
Yeah, and whatever you make off of that is yours.
If you don't sell them shit, you ain't making shit.
Nah.
So it's just like, all right, thanks, whatever, you know what I mean? I just gave you, whatever. So it's like, where's the love? But hey, a business is business at the end of the day. I understand everybody needs to make their money, whether it's 10 cents, whether it's fucking 90 cents, whether it's $5, $30, whatever it is, It's a hustle out there. So, and you remember the mixtape game, you know what I mean? Like,
I remember early on where they had a lot of it was a lot of verses.
Yeah.
Like Cass would, a mixtape DJ would put together X amount of songs, or side A would be one artist and side B, which we're starting to see now where they brought that to the forefront with the IG live streams, where it's like the verses. That used to take place on a mixtape, and it was one DJ that was allowed commission to drop tracks from both artists and then help them promote both.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, well, I mean,
And then we got into the part where an artist was making music intended strictly for a mixtape, and then the album evolved into a mixtape to avoid.
And then, like, I think there was a certain point where you could, like, let's say whatever hits going on at that time period, whether it's like a street anthem or something, and you decide to rap over it with your homeboys, and you guys all murder it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys murder the track. And then, maybe that shit might pop off or something. Yeah. And, next thing you know, you're like, damn, like, oh, we want money for this and that, whatever. Like, who told you to take our beat, this and that, whatever. Like, we see you get a little buzz with it. Like, yo, like, you didn't even ask us for it. Like, all this stupid shit. And, I guess trying to sue you, whatever. So, like,
it's easy to get caught up in a whole legal situation, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was the way around that. Throw a mixtape. You're not selling the tape. Cats used to get on some, we'll sell you a shirt, and you get this mixtape along with the shirt. And that was the loophole where you couldn't go at them for, financially, because they didn't technically sell you a CD. That was a bonus.
Yeah, it's just some shit that they fucking, they went to a little warehouse, press me 2,000 copies, you know what I mean? I'm gonna sell these at the trunk, I'm gonna sell these online, put a little YouTube page, do a little video, do a little hood video, whatever.
Yeah, some images.
Yeah, whatever,
Dope.
But, Miami, they need to show more love to us out here, man. They need to play more of the artists' music out here. It's a shame, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and it's out there, and hopefully, I know there's a lot of cats, man. Shouts to H2O with his WVCC, MIAO radio.
Yes.
There's cats that are pushing towards that, and there's, it's starting off small, which I can't help but implore to all the listeners who are into hip-hop, who are looking for something, like, this is the time to get in on something, to be able to say, yo, I was there from the beginning. There's actually people doing it. There's people doing it out there. They're pushing the culture. And if you want to be able to say, yo, I was on it early, like, get on it now, man. Get over to Twitch, listen to WVCC, check out MIAO radio, WDDH radio. That you're gonna learn, yo. There's venues, yo. There's outlets, but
there's different outlets for sure.
We have a whole other segment dedicated to music, and we're gonna get to that. But before we get to that segment, man, we got to talk brews. So we're gonna get into this beer talk real quick. But let's wrap up this segment. You know what it is, Brews, Beats, and Eats, the podcast.
Yes,
you want to give them your social medias, check you out?
FredRock 24 at Instagram.
Okay.
That's my name on there. You can hit me up on that. I don't got no Twitter, nothing like that. That's too much time and shit.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't got time for that.
But I'm trying to work towards spending a little more time on Twitter, but I'm concerned with putting too much time into it. But at least to have a presence out there. So
to just have the name out there, just in case, we never know what happens.
Somebody catch the wave on that end.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Y'all know what's up. It's BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. I'm Old Head Ed. I got FredRock with me.
Baby. FredRock
yes, sir.
24 Instagram, baby. So.
Y'all stay tuned.
All right, man. One love.
Too much to drink. We shine without flossing that bling bling at the pub with the buds. Picture of Yingling.
BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast, and we have reached the brews segment. And like I was just telling FredRock, he asked me, how are we gonna navigate this segment? And Fred
doesn't drink no more.
Fred don't be drinking beers nowadays.
Nah, man, I don't drink no more. Those days are long gone. But I do have a lot of interesting segments back in our time when we were drinking, even before the age limit, but that's a different story.
No, but hey, that's it. This is what we're here for, the story. So
yes.
I told them, I'm like, yo, what we're going to do is, we're going to do just like we did the first segment, which is go back and talk about the early beer memories. So Fred, man, bless us with some early beer memories.
Yes,
maybe the first time you had a beer, the first time you were able to cop one on your own.
Oh, man, it was in the Bronx. I was over by Gun Hill Road. I was 15 at the time. So I'm over here, I'm cutting class. I was going to one of the worst high schools in the Bronx, Olinville 113. If you don't know, look it up. It was one of the worst high schools in the Bronx, and it was very dangerous out there, but at the same time, very entertaining. So the first time, thanks, man. So the first time I drank, that was good, freshman.
Yep.
The first time I drank, man, it was a summer day. I think it was summer school. I was cutting summer school. I met up with two of my boys. One was Jamaican, the other one was Colombian. So we, I can't remember their names. It's just a long time ago.
Yeah.
Such a long time ago.
And a lot more beers since then.
Yeah,
so.
a lot more beers since.
But this is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first one. I think we got some OE, some Old English. We got like 240. We got 240s. So we split it between three of us. Right by this little bridge.
Damage.
Yeah, by this little, like a little bridge walkway, like, you know, with a bunch of steps. And we're just sitting there getting blasted. And we had like a little transistor radio.
Okay.
That played tapes.
Gotcha.
It was like some Radio Shack shit. So like, you know, and all these shits are recorded off the radio, mind you.
Yeah. On the pause tape tip.
On the pause tape tip. I'm
waiting for your song to come on, and then
waiting for the song to come on, hoping the DJ don't fuck it up, talk too much on them. Like, yo, I'm trying to get
the commercial
intro.
Don't come in too early.
I'm trying to get that intro. Trying to get that intro, and it's just like some guy speaking loud over it. Saturday Night Funk Mix, like so whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And whatever. So you know, we're just drinking over there, and you know, it's hot. It's the summertime, and you know, like, you know, it was just. You know, my first time really getting my drink on. You know, I was young, 15 years old, and I was shit-faced.
Yeah.
So
now the initial when you first tasted it, what was your impression? I mean, a lot of times people say they'll come through like coming
nasty.
from his. Okay,
I thought it was like piss water. But then, after like 8 more swigs, I was like, I'm feeling something now, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I guess between the buzz of the sun and drinking that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was nice and cold. It was fresh out the fridge.
Yeah.
You know, my homeboy looked old as hell. So he went to the store in his neighborhood and got us the beers.
He didn't have to worry about coming up with a fake ID?
I had a baby face, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you would have been McLovin.
Yeah, for sure.
With a fake ID.
Sure, but my friend looked old, and he knew the people, so,
Got you. Yeah.
You know, a little extra money, you know, a little 5 extra, you know, like, yo, come up with some extra. Why? You know, we're gonna tip the guy. I'm like, all right, whatever. So, you know, we had to throw a little extra. And, you know, it was just crazy because you had Cisco, you had Mad Dog,
Wild Irish Rose.
We had Mad Dog 2020,
Night Train,
Thunderbird.
But now we're moving away from brews. Like this is this is the stuff that was at our disposal.
All right, so we had all right, then we had Old English.
Yeah. On a summer day, nice and crisp.
We had the Crooked Eye, the Crooked Eye brews.
Yeah, the St. Ives joints.
We had the St. Ives joints, the Crooked Eye shits that we were on for a little bit. You know what I mean? We're like, yo, St. Ives all day, you know, like, Crooked Eye all day. And then we also had what was it, the honey shit? What was the honey? The little jugs of the wasn't it like a honey, like a little
oh, Mickey's.
Mickey's, yeah.
The
little Mickey's,
yeah. The little barrel-looking joints, yes.
We used to drink Mickey's. We were on the Mickey's tip.
That was heavy malt too. Mickey's was it, man. You felt them, and they were small and compact cans. I mean bottles.
Yeah, but they were good.
And they had the puzzle when you crack the top open, you look at the top. They had like a puzzle that you had to solve, a riddle.
Yeah, like a fucking Cracker Jacks in a fucking liquor bottle and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Might say some stupid shit like your life's fucked forever. You know what I mean? You know,
No,
fuck, man. You know,
damn.
the you know, those days were crazy, man.
Yeah.
I have a crazy story about my birthday.
Okay.
It was me, my boy Jermaine, a Jamaican guy that also went to North Miami Beach.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Jermaine.
Nah.
He used to hang with us. It was Panama in the car with us. This other
Shouts
kid
to
named
Panama,
George.
yo.
Yeah.
Shouts to Panama.
There was
What up,
another guy
George?
named George. He was Colombian. He used to hang with us sometimes.
Okay.
So we were driving around and we get pulled over on my birthday. So I still have the bottle, but I was already 21 though. It was like my 21st birthday.
Okay.
So we went to like some underground spot, like where a lot of things like things that don't go on that you don't know about, underground shit. You know what I mean? This is back in like '92.
Okay.
So them shit's been going on for ages, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it looked like it's like a tattoo place, but in the back it's like
There's something else going on.
Else going
It's a
on.
front. It's
like it's a front. Like there's girls dancing downstairs and shit like that. You know, motherfuckers betting on pool games and you know things going on that you don't see normally in public and whatever. You're in the lower chamber, bro.
Got you.
Like,
Yes.
You don't want to be there when shit's going down. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean? There's some illegal shit going on down there. But so long story. Get back to the story. We get pulled over. I think we were like in Liberty City or something like that.
Okay. Wow.
So
Yeah.
we were around where the hookers were at and stuff like that, whatever. So my boy George it was a cold night because my birthday is always February 1st. It's always football. It's always Super Bowl weekend. My birthday.
Yeah.
So it was that weekend. So the cop pulled us over, and I had an empty bottle. But I'm like, yo, I'm keeping the bottle because it's my birthday.
Yeah.
It's a birthday present. They bought this for me, this and that.
Yes.
So the cop let me slide with it. But my idiot friend George comes out the back seat with his hands inside his fucking pants because he was cold. The cop almost blows his fucking head off.
No.
The cop pulls out a gun. What the fuck you doing? He's like, oh my God. I think nigga almost took like a shit on himself, bro. I almost took a shit on myself because I thought my friend was about to get his head blown off. You know what I mean? Because this freaking idiot comes out the car.
Trying to keep his hands warm.
Yeah, trying to keep his hand warm. And the cop's like,
And the cops don't know what the hell's going on.
The cops don't know what's going on, bro, and whatever, bro.
Yo.
Oh my God.
The last thing they need is an
bro.
excuse.
Oh my God, bro. What a night, bro. But long story short, the cops let us go. You know, they were like, get the fuck out of here. Don't come around here again. We're like, yeah, no problem. You won't see us around here again.
Yeah. Wow. So you started off with the OEs. You was banging out St. Ives. How did your beer taste develop from there? Like, where did you move on to?
Oh, so yeah, as far as the beers go, I would say for a long time, I was with Crooked Eye. I like the Crooked Eye.
Okay. You fuck with the flavor ones?
Yeah, I used to like the flavor ones. I like that sweet shit. I've always been like, you know, always like the stuff that, you know, I guess the stuff that gets to your stomach quick. All them sweet shits. You know, I guess they make you vomit the worst.
Yo, they take their toll. Yeah, they definitely take their toll.
Oh,
Peace, yes.
Shit,
yes.
my nigga.
And special guest on my show. What up?
What's up, baby?
Yo, fam.
What's up, man? More props, man.
Fam.
Say fam.
People's roll through. What up? Yo, we got H2O.
Yes.
What's good?
Yes.
Mr. Syfe
K-Town,
Life
baby,
Radio,
K-Town
WVCC in the house. We was talking about him earlier, and he has arrived.
Don't
Man.
make it about me, man. I'm so sorry to interrupt your interview. Please,
Nah, it's
please,
good,
carry
man.
on. I just came for a quick beer before my wife finds out I'm here.
Oh yeah, so we gotta make that happen.
Yeah.
Yo,
No,
but
it's all good.
shouts
It's
to
all
H though, yo, for sure. Moving on from the Crooked Eyes.
Let's get into Old Candle 1995,
All right.
96.
All right.
Let's get into 95, 96 now.
Hold on a second. Are we going to talk about music? We going to talk more music?
Hold on, because he's got his format. I'm
Yeah,
here for the
yeah,
ride.
I'm saying,
not.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just fucking pulled the brake. I'm sorry, bro. My bad.
You pull up
My
the
bro.
e-brake.
I'm
We went
sorry,
into a
man.
tailspin.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, that's a one-way street. Hold on.
No, all
but-
right, we'll save the 95, 94
I have a
shit
feeling we're
for
going to get
the
into
day.
that in the B segment for sure.
Yeah.
So we hit up all the different hood hood drinks. We got that. We got them all.
We bought a lot of them right here at the 152 Quick Stop.
He was telling me, man,
which was right here.
Right here.
This has a long
the history of Strange Beast freaking forever long.
It's interesting.
Yo, it was an old Hindu guy, and he sold everything, bro. I guess, bro. Baggies.
But it was super dope.
Everything was cheap.
This was where I bought. Fucking real talk, my first freaking quartz.
Yeah, like you shared on your episode. You shared that. You said it.
Little bongs, one hitters.
The freaking my first time ever trying an MD 2020 was freaking here. Dog, I bought it from here. My first time ever trying a Cisco was from here. But it was the dopest thing because you would come in and over
he had
the
these
counter.
old ladies working there in the daytime.
Whose sticker was that, dog? Over the counter, he had a sticker. It was a graffiti freaking character piece with a face with the fro. You remember?
Oh, fuck.
And it was right there over the freaking, and he let that shit ride till the end, bro.
Wasn't it like a Bob Marley? Wasn't it something like Bob Marley?
Nah, this was like it was like a Chillski character, man. Right, with face and then his fro freaking nasty. Yeah. So it was a really dope hip-hop sticker right there where you went to buy your Dutches all the time.
Yeah, man.
So that was kind of like the sign that a lot of times you'll hear Nori and EFN talk about, where it's like he says, I want to pull up to a place, I want to know hip hop lives. Like if I pull up to a hotel, I want to know that hip hop is welcome there. Word. And that was their sign. That was their way of saying it's like,
yeah, man, just the fact that probably some local artist, right, said, yo, let me put my sticker up. Yeah, go ahead, Bobby, you always buy it, and then let it ride there, and it gave it some freaking some community credibility, man. It was dope,
man.
So to mix in with your hood talk, I'm sorry, I'm freaking playing the allegory mad loud in the background.
That's a dope album.
Yeah. But yeah, to just interject on
Fuck You By Us is a dope song.
Oh, I was just bumping that shit coming in.
Oh my god, that drum track, bro. That's like.
Yo, this is BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. We're not even going to hold off anymore. We're going to get into the beat segment because the conversation's bubbling. So y'all know what it is. It's BrewsBeats&Eats, Old Head Ed. We got H2O in the house. FredRock still with us.
Fucking house.
Solid. WBCC, check them out.
FredRock in the house.
Peace. BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. Yes, we still got FredRock with us, and we're gonna get into the beats. That's the influence that hip hop has on all of us. Where once you get three like-minded people in the same circumference, and somebody mentions something like that'll overcome any conversation, yo. No matter what it is, yo.
Bro, I found a last straw shit, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, my hard drive just got messed up. I gotta figure out how to, but I have some last straw singles, bro. Right. And like I think it was like Bobby on it. Damn, who was in Last Straws again? It was Bobby, Sydney, and it was three of them, right? I think it was.
Yeah, it was three dudes.
I think it was three of them on Last Straws.
But their names were different though, because it was like.
Be Dope was freaking.
Bobby.
Yeah,
but they all had like aliases. One of them.
Like and then you had those Funky Bastards.
Funky Bastards. Yeah.
I remember them.
We're way fucking back right now. We were talking about like 95, 96 type shit, bro.
So I went to Braddock out here, and I would have graduated in '95. So I moved over here, 94, 95 from Little Havana, fucking moved out here to Kendall, right? And that's when I started getting exposed to little freaking Kendall hip hop scene and
Mike
shit.
Ripper.
Mike Ripper's fucking car riding around everywhere, fucking listening to him. CHP everywhere, the CHP store. I went to high school with Garcia at that time. His name was Severe. Yeah. Right? And freaking, I copped one of the Severe tapes. He had a freaking little 3-song single tape and shit. And it was dope at Braddock because there was a couple of rock bands and a couple of MCs. You remember, what was his name, man? Was his name Baby Fats? Or Fats?
Oh fuck, man! Damn, you know there was a lot of MCs. Damn, man.
You never heard of Fats and stuff? He was freaking out here making some moves, man. When we were in high school, and those cats used to.
Where he went to Braddock?
He went to Braddock.
See, I know some people from Braddock, but I don't know all the people from Braddock. I know a lot more people, I guess, from like Sunset.
Word.
Where that's where CHP went. They went to Sunset.
Did they? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think they went to Sunset. I think.
Bro, the amazing thing. I mean, I'm on the outside looking in as far as when it comes to Kendall, but the amazing part about it is that you think that at that point in time, hip hop was scarce. Like if anybody else looking from the outside looking in, be like, yo, hip hop is scarce, but now we're having trouble. There was so many people within the circle that we're having trouble locking down names, which kind of like leads you to believe that, yo, there was a lot more going on in South Florida than people would give credit to or people would understand. It's like, that's a good feeling to know that there was so many cats actively involved in putting out music, where to the point where you're like, yo,
Miami wasn't trying to hear that shit back then. It wasn't bred for it back then.
Not at all, and it's still now. If it's not party shit, freaking Miami as a whole or South Florida as a whole ain't gonna gravitate to it. But at least at that time, you gotta understand, freaking hip hop was an underground thing. It was an anti-culture, and then the more it started getting poppy, we fucking hated the super poppy shit. We hated the Vanilla Ices. We hated the Rico Suaves and shit.
I think once Luke came out, all the
how much more underground does it get than Luke though?
Yeah. All the sensory, with the cursing, with the sex talk, and, whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, we were just like, fuck all that fake shit. We just love the underground hardcore, all the other shit, depth to the other shit, you know what I mean?
But how much more underground did it get than freaking Two Live Crews? Hey, we want some pussy.
Because that wasn't designed for the radio. That wasn't designed. That was strictly made for you pulling up to a venue,
a party, and playing that shit. But the fact that he put out the wax and everybody had that shit. I freaking went over to a girl's party. She was turning 12. Right, and we were freaking all bunch of friends of hers. We were 12, 11 years old, and we go to a party, and my boy Hector freaking said like, "Yo, play this record." He had freaking Luke Skywalker and the Two Live Crews. Everyone,
I Wanna Rock,
and we freaking put it on, and we were freaking. I remember jumping on her couch and everybody freaking singing, and the girl singing it up because it was freaking some shit we weren't supposed to be listening to, and it was and that same way, bro. When the underground shit started coming and was rugged, that's what we freaking gravitated to. When I don't know, I always ask my older generation cats that are a little bit older than me if they ever heard, because it went around on tapes, right? It was a raunchy ass parody of Beastie Boys that went around on tapes. I don't know who the group's name was, right? I don't know, but that shit went around and it made it down here, and that shit was like...
It was like a perverted version of License to Ill?
Yeah, it was like let me fuck your ass. Bend it over here, baby pop, and let all 6 inches down the crack.
What?
I was like freaking 10, 11, and my boy's older brother was playing that, and we knew License Still, and our fucking mind exploded. I've never been able to freaking talk to somebody who heard that shit, dog.
I'm not sure if I
I never came across that one either. Shit. But what are you listening to nowadays, though? Let's get into that. What's your playlist looking like nowadays, Fred?
Playlist. Well, it's like a little bit of everything. I still like to listen to my old disco music. I like old classic disco.
Okay.
I'm old.
Yo, let me find out you out there busting out the hustle.
Find out
you out there doing that hustle real quick.
I like the good disco, not that whack candy fucking shit.
Not the shit that killed
that funk.
Not the shit that killed disco. Not the shit that oversaturated the airwaves where they were like, yo, you gotta get us out of here.
Because at the same time, disco was in. Funk was freaking what was right next to it, and they made disco crossovers. But freaking during that same era, a lot of people think, oh, that's disco. They're like, no, that was funk. Yeah, it got to be like freaking Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right? Of course.
You would think Earth, Wind, and Fire is freaking.
And that's all I listened to in my mom's womb, and my mom told me that I'd just be on the tricycle, just going around in circles, just listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. And Earth, Wind, and Fire is like one of the greatest groups of all time.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, they have the livest concert. They're doing fucking. They got people lifting out, gravitating in the fucking audience and shit.
Get the hell out of here.
No, for real. They were into some like crazy magic stuff, bro. I think they did some shit with Blaine and this motherfucker.
With David Blaine, stop lying.
No. I'm sorry, with David Copperfield.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, Copperfield. Okay.
Blaine was not even around.
Nah, he was a little younger.
Probably a little too young at that time. But
the reunion tour.
No, it was with Copperfield.
So that was early influence was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Your mom was banging it.
Good stuff, bro. Music was music. Like when they actually, had the bands in there, and then of course the Mamba shit too. The Mamba.
Yes, man.
You know, Tito Puente.
Oh yeah.
You know,
the whole Fania.
Yeah, you know, and you know everybody, they'll get together and get fucking blasted and you know just rock out and shit like that, bro. Like Eddie Palmieri, like that motherfucker. They said he would do like I take shrooms. He's like fucking
Yeah,
bro, like fucking crazy, bro. Like it's like a fucking psycho, bro. Like I'm looking at it. My parents like, look at him. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck he's on? He's like, he's on some good stuff. He's on some good stuff. I mean, this guy.
But it's crazy the correlation between that, yo, because like you hear about Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock.
Yeah,
freaking with his bandana, freaking with tabs of freaking
mescaline pressed up against his forehead,
and just bleeding through because of the sweat, right? But he puts on one of the most classic, historic performances ever and shit.
Talk about functioning drug.
Functioning like that. Dog, I remember the first time I ever freaking got under the influence of anything. My first time being drunk, the first time I got high, or the first time I freaking tried some psychedelics. I remember always saying, I don't know how motherfuckers freestyle like this.
Yeah.
I can't form a sentence right now, dog. I'm thinking this in my head because I'm not saying it out loud because I can't talk at the moment. It's the first time I'm banged up.
Yo, freestyle, huh?
Like, what?
Like, hold on a second. It's like, yo, bring that beat back. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Like,
so you would think, but yo, people tend to freaking channel, like freaking the homie Kambata says. He gets that and he's freaking, he's just channeling, freaking receiving the message.
He's becoming a conduit.
Sometimes like the people who don't freestyle, they'll come up with like the best freestyle sometimes, and just be like, you know, they just come out of nowhere with this shit, and it's just like some funny ass shit. Like, yo, I never freestyled before, but then you know you get them drunk.
It's like slight possession somehow.
Then,
yeah, right. But there's a correlation there, man. But it's funny that you said you guys saw the meme that or the video that went around this week on freaking on social. Is that like, when your boys had too many beers and he freaking swears he could freestyle, and it's the guy freaking in the guy's ear just rhyming at him, and the guy's like, I'll be like, damn, bro, I'm so guilty of that shit, dog. Straight up.
It's such an accurate depiction.
Straight up, bro. He's like, the other guy just looking away from him because the fucking his breath is bad as fuck.
Just stop. Stop. It's not as good as you think it is.
It's like that shit, Who Keeps said, like, guy freestyling for like 99 miles or some shit like that on the side, you know, like,
yo, bro, I didn't want to spend the whole fucking road trip with you freestaling, bro. Nigga, okay, you can
but like 99 miles. Like,
but as somebody, it's funny as hell. So I come up to the front, and Alex, the owner of freaking Strange Beats, salute Strange Beats again. He's like, can I help you? You need a table? I'm here. Like, yeah, I'm here for Old Head Ed, BrewsBeats&Eats. He's like, oh, this way. So we turn the corner. He's there like, he's at the cipher table. He tells me, and I'm there like, that's my table. That's bomb. And as a cat who's freaking grew up in the ciphers, was addicted to ciphers, I can't stand motherfucking MCs who do not understand how to freaking share a cipher and say, dog, keep that shit going around. Okay, I know you could rhyme forever, dog.
Like 20 minutes, like extra 20 minutes,
Bro,
that's why I hate rhyme battles, bro. If somebody went like 10 more minutes, it could just change the whole battle, bro. An extra like 2 minutes or whatever, bro. If that guy gets in a little more punches,
just a couple more punches. That's why, honestly, though, you gotta.
That's why I hate that shit.
Yo, you gotta be sharp from the get-go, man. And freaking every bar's gotta count. That's where
every bar counts.
Yeah, like now you hear people that are like, oh, how do you judge it? It's freaking your taste, really. And style and punches, is like, nah, bro. Who freaking landed the most punches and stuff?
No, I'm glad you brought that up, H, because I know a couple months ago you had put me on to the fact that Don Marino was battling somebody, and it was like a virtual joint, and it had a couple judges, and that was the first time I had ever heard somebody say giving somebody points off of energy.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, wait, no, because he just came he just seemed like he came with more energy. And I'm like, which is not related to writing verses or to the bars at all. But they're on some more like, really? Like, now we're pushing people, we're in other words, we're giving somebody a win based on the energy that they brought. It's like, what if the cat that he was battling, his whole purpose wasn't that he was going to come with this whole, like, overbearing ride. He was just going to kick some dope shit at a certain level. Like, so you short him.
And then throw some shit in your name, too, because he probably got some dirt on you that sprinkled on you.
That's amazing.
And it's all style, too. It's like right now, before I left, I saw a post that freaking DJ Ben Workin, salute Ben Workin, He said Rakim versus Big Daddy Kane in a versus battle. Who you got winning?
Again, that brings me back. Rakim wasn't gonna come with this overly exerting this energy. He knew his pocket. He stayed, and he hit every note with his rhymes. Big Daddy Kane, another one that didn't have a lot of energy, but he'd be a little more. He was a little more active. He was a little more motivated.
Maybe quick.
He had nice bars.
He did, and he had nice cadences.
Yeah, he had great cadence.
Where freaking Rakim's attack and aggressiveness versus Kane's smooth operator.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna take it away from Kane because he's a smooth operator, but at that time,
Kane was nasty.
it was like dog that he owned that shit.
Yeah.
He made that shit look super fucking cool. Dog.
Yeah.
The Cavaricci suit that he wore, holy freaking yo.
Big Daddy Kane said that was a graduation suit. He saw that it was like they wanted him to dress nice. That's what he said. So I guess he said like the suit was so tight on him. He said like he didn't want to like breathe so hard.
That's awesome, dog.
Yo, so he was kicking rhymes the way he does, like quarter breath capacity. Like he wasn't taking a full inhale.
If you look at the smooth operator video, he got a suit on, and you look how tight that shit is.
Yeah, man.
Whatever, bro. It's just like,
bro. It's funny, man.
Good thing that wasn't set it off.
Oh my God, bro, set it off.
Or the Rat the Cane, because he would have not have been able to.
Yo, straight up, man.
I think Set It Off is his favorite song.
Is it?
And he still rocks that shit like a fucking animal, dog.
Performance,
BDK,
performance, yo, you can't front on him. I think there was times where he found himself in a spot where he messed up, but he still played it off like he's like, y'all thought I messed up, and incorporated right into the rhyme, into the
But I think, to me, I think the most gangster shit is what KRS-One did, like to Marley Marl and all of them. Like went in the studio, took all their beats from them. That's like some true gangster shit.
I don't know. So I don't know that story. So maybe the audience will share.
Here we go.
So I guess
BDP pulls up to Mr. Magic.
BDP was having beef with
Mr. Magic's. No, they pull up to Mr. Magic's radio show. They were big fans.
They were big fans.
So they pull up to Mr. Magic radio show. Marley was there. He was the understudy of Mr. Magic. So BDP shows up. Scott LaRock, big KRS-One, a couple other members. And they're like, yo, we want you to play this. We just want your opinion on this. What do you think of this? Can you listen? Just please listen to my demo. Pretty much is what it was.
Yeah. Play my demo, bitch.
Yeah. They played the demo, and Mr. Magic goes, this shit is trash. And straight up shitted on it. Like, yo, this is horrible. What are y'all doing making music? Whatever. Shit it. And walked out the room, leaving Marley Marl there with a crew of cats from the Bronx.
Yeah.
So Marley Marl's like, yeah, all right, well, I'm going to go. He walks out the room, doesn't realize that he leaves behind
all his music.
The drum patterns, goes back and it's gone. He doesn't know where it's at. Next thing you know, they drop The Bridge Is Over. And it has all the drums and the sounds that were on Marley Marl's kit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that they jacked his beats. They just used the sound.
They took
the sounds.
He had left behind, was it reels or something like that? With his drum sounds, he left them in the room, and then they helped themselves to it. And they walked away with it. Next thing you know, The Bridge Is Over come out. And the drum sounds, Marley's like, that sounds like the drums that I programmed.
Yes, motherfuckers. And I'm roasting you on your drums, dog.
Yeah, man,
dog, that is so fucking fire.
Hip hop history.
That's like I guess the best way to get back at anybody if you got beef with them, bro. Let's take this shit, and, you know. And
so that's what fueled the whole beef, was the way that Mr. Magic. And Mr. Magic apparently was known for being an asshole. Like
one of the greatest producers of all time.
And then so he told them what he thought, and probably put a little extra sauce on it. He probably felt honestly that it wasn't dope, but you know he had to put his sauce on it.
They threw their Bronx sound into it.
Yeah, you know how freaking New Yorkers do, dog. They have the freaking vibe, and dog, that's a freaking. But in doing that, we have a fantastic story in hip hop.
It created a moment of history, brother.
That is true.
Of course, man. That is definitely, history and,
and a pivotal point.
It's
a pivotal point. In the story
between two different boroughs, between Queens and
one of the first battles in hip hop that was straight up like that, and they owned that. That is freaking fantastic, man.
Yeah, that's
we have
crazy.
a freaking great culture in that you don't. That's why, and it's why the versus battles originated from hip hop, and now other people share it, like Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, and freaking Babyface and Teddy Riley and shit, right? But it comes from hip hop. You don't see freaking. You never saw, even though people be like, oh, I like Poison, oh, I like Motley Crue, and shit. But you don't freaking see that in any other genre, man.
No,
right?
No. That competitiveness,
man, and all that. Oh, fuck this nigga, I'ma scratch his name out. I'ma bluff him. Fuck this, I'ma freaking flip that freaking verse over my beat and make it sound. You know what was crazy? I had Sick Vic over on Thursday.
Yo, shouts to fucking Sick Vic, yo. Hell of a job Vic. On that.
Shouts to the Sauce Kings.
WVCC pulled up, yo. Yeah, man. A lot of knowledge was dropped there, yo.
Man, it was a fucking fantastic show. Vic always coming not only with the gems, but also with great history. When we talk about Miami history, man, my man was dropping it on me and stuff. How he was involved with the first time Wu came down here. I was in the freaking
at the Carver Center, which I was on the same way. I mean, not to deviate, but I was on the same frame of mind that you were, where I was like, yo, that didn't involve DJ Khaled.
I thought Khaled brought them up with the temple and shit, because I know
the Mahi Temple. The Mahi Temple, but
that's when Wu-Tang first came down.
At the Mahi Temple, right?
Vanilla Ice was like in the front door, I think. Like he was like trying to shake everybody's hand. I remember bro, he was at the front door, bro. Like we coming in and I remember the first
Robert Van Winkle?
Yeah, Van Winkle.
Damn, bro.
You heard freaking you heard what's his dude's name? Not Joaquin Phoenix. What's the homie from freaking The Disaster Act, dog? Guy from freaking Spider-Man, freaking Harry from Spider-Man.
Harry from
dog, fucking Tropicana Punch. I mean,
Tropic Thunder?
Not Tropic Thunder. The guy who freaking with the Sean. Dog, I fucking suck at names. I'm sorry for fucking up your podcast. Dog, the guy who plays freaking the Green Goblin's son.
Willem Dafoe is no, but you're talking about. Okay, I know you're talking about now. I'm trying to remember.
You're talking about.
Now we're all stuck on it,
He's got
and I can see his face. He played the Green Goblin on the second part.
He played Hobgoblin on freaking the future ones and shit.
DeFranco.
Yes,
James DeFranco. James DeFranco. Yo, what do I get? Where's my prize?
No. Dog, our viewers, our listeners have been screaming, James DeFranco!
Frustration.
James DeFranco on the phone.
Oh my God.
But
James DeFranco,
his brother is playing freaking Vanilla Ice in the Vanilla Ice docu-movie, dog.
Wow.
Wow. And it's funny because he looks like him, dog. I'm down to see him get hung out of a freaking balcony
by Suge Knight. By associates, allegedly.
Okay, so who's gonna play Suge Knight? I freaking put my money on the dude from freaking Atlanta, dog. Freaking Paperboy.
Paperboy?
Yes.
You think so?
You gonna play Suge
Knight? Yeah, who could be Suge Knight?
Their own take on, because they're not gonna say it was Suge. It's gonna be a figure. So I can see where you don't want to maintain the characteristics of Suge because you're not gonna say it was him per se, but you're gonna want to assimilate. Well, so you can be creative and go with somebody who's just big.
It's got to be somebody who can hang you out the window.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Who can hang you out the window.
Gotta be a big dude.
Yeah. But it don't have to resemble Suge. So I can see where Paperboy might be. They can utilize that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit.
Who else?
Damn, who else could do that shit?
Wow, so his younger brother's playing.
His homie from the Green Mile's already dead.
Yeah, I know, man.
And that would be.
And then
Michael Clark.
Wasn't he the Kingpin in one of the movies? I think.
Yeah, was he?
I think he was.
He was the only one who could play the.
Yeah,
Michael Clark. That was Michael Clark. Yeah, it was Michael Clark Duncan. Yes,
Yeah.
on Electra.
The Electra movie he was.
The Electra movie.
Yeah. I mean, because the Kingpin's really white. In the comic books, he's white, but in the just like Nick Fury's white, but they made him black.
Exactly.
What do you think about homie from Law and Order playing Kingpin on the Daredevil series?
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah. No, excellent job. Excellent fucking job.
He played a Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, he played a Full Metal Jacket, man. Early on, yo.
You guys seen him on the freaking Marlon Craft video?
Oh yeah.
On the gang video?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen the gang video about Marlon Craft?
Nah.
That shit is so fucking fire.
All right, I gotta check it out.
Have you heard the song?
No. Can't even say I have.
It's freaking 3 verses. Freaking the first one is from the point of view of a cop, right?
Okay.
He's like, fucking, I hate these black guys who fucking always get us in trouble. I roll from my gang.
Yeah.
Right. The second one's about a freaking Ku Klux Klan member, and he's like, I roll from my gang. And then the third one is a gang member who's locked up, and he's like, they all doing the same shit, but I'm the only one
behind bars.
They get to go home and do their shit. But the cop is freaking
Vincent D'Onofrio.
And they all freaking know the lyrics and rap them, and they're rapping them into the fucking song.
Got you. Kind of like Don Cheadle did with
Kendrick Lamar.
Got
The
you.
acting is fantastic.
Dope. I gotta check that out,
Fire,
man.
bro.
I gotta check that out.
We play it all the time on WVCC, Scythe Life Radio.
Y'all heard it. The BrewsBeats&Eats, WVCC tag team combination.
All day.
We talk beats, man. We talk beats, man. So let's wrap up the segment. Any last words?
We were gonna talk about freaking 95 and stuff, but freaking I'm gonna have that talk with freaking Fred. But this was a fucking fantastic
Yes, it
segment.
was.
I thank you guys
Yes,
for freaking letting me come.
yes.
through
Nah,
and freaking be
H,
part of
man,
this,
anything
Consider
you-
that 95 talk another time.
Yes,
Okay,
man.
nah,
Bro,
definitely.
I gotta have you come by
Yes,
WVCC
yes,
and be freaking
That would be
yes,
dope.
yes,
That would
yes,
be dope,
most
man.
definitely.
Like
There's
minds
some
connect.
Great stories to be told.
Yo,
Let's talk food. I'm hungry.
All right, man.
I ain't gonna say no more.
Yeah. Eating good food. So what you eating on? Catfish. I had that. Brisket. Love that. Pizza. Love that. You know we on. We eating good food. So what you rubbing on?
BrewsBeats&Eats, and yes, like most people who have been following me for a while, tuning in, thank you so much. You know what happens here. We covered our guest's background story. We talked brews, we talked beats. H showed up, and now we talk eats, just like most of y'all expected. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is where we talk about my guest taste when it comes to food. So, yo, Fred,
Yo, what's good,
let's
my
talk
friend?
food, man. What's that one meal, that one dish that you can't go
One
without?
dish. Man, I think I like a good lasagna, bro.
Okay, you fuck with a lasagna. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a question.
All right.
Are we talking about, ricotta, like the layers?
I'm talking about like lots of mozzarella, you know what I mean?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. I need some like good mozzarella, you know, like, and I think like it needs some like New York water with it or something, you know what I
You're a
New
big
York water
proponent.
makes a
mean? Yeah,
difference,
I think
bro.
that New York water makes a difference,
Okay.
bro. I gotta get some like imported New York water
Now,
or
so
something.
do you insist on having one of the layers being
like a lot of meat
ricotta
in there.
cheese?
I
But no,
like-
you like meat.
I like meat.
You swap out with the ricotta.
Yeah, ricotta a little bit, not too much ricotta
But
though.
the
little
ground
bit.
beef, the ground
Yeah,
beef
a lot
is
of
the
ground
staple
beef.
when it comes
A
to
lot of ground
lasagna.
beef. I like
Dope.
a lot of meat in there because I don't mind eating the noodles, but I like a lot of meat there. I like
Well,
a
if
lot
you're
of
gonna
ground
have
meat.
that much pasta,
Yeah.
you want to balance it out with a
Yeah,
protein.
yeah.
Okay, dope.
But I
dope.
like meat, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know, I might eat all the noodles first and then eat the meat last.
Yo, split it open. So
Yeah,
you
you're
get to
like,
the-
yo, what happened to the noodles? I'm like, yo, them things are gone. Now I'm gonna get to the grit of it, you know?
You were peeling off layers.
Yeah, I just peeling
taking
off
one-
layers
one
of it,
strip
bro.
of pasta at a time.
You're like, shit, I think I ate so much pasta now. I gotta like save some meat for later or something. I don't know, bro, you know?
Make a
Dope.
burger out of
But
that
yeah,
bitch.
lasagna is
Lasagna's
good,
the
bro.
one.
I like lasagna a lot. I'm a pasta man, but you know, pasta is really oily. But
Yeah.
you know, every now and then, a nice homemade mama's lasagna.
Lasagna,
You know?
yeah.
You know.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
So
Puerto
I'm
Rico.
sure you know about the staples.
Mofongo.
Like what's
Mofongo.
what's the delicacies that you fuck with? You
I
know,
like mofongo,
alcapurrias
bro.
and
Alcapurria is also from the family of mofongo. So like, you know, yeah, I like alcapurria, man.
yeah.
He taking it there.
Let me ask you.
And then for the Dominicans, you got the mondongo, right?
The there's mofongo too. It's also mofongo, but a mango. We got mango.
Mango,
Yes, we
yes.
got the mango. Definitely.
Yes.
Let me
What's
ask
the
you.
difference?
Well, mofongo is a combination of boiled plantains
Yeah,
and then fried
and then-
plantains, and then what
and
they'll
then
do is they'll take pork chunks,
Yeah,
deep fried pork chunks,
or-
and
or
they'll
seafood
mill it.
or-
They'll put it in the
yeah.
big pistol.
Yeah.
What is it? The pistol,
pilon.
el pilon,
Yeah, pilon.
and
They
and they'll
jam it
mash
up.
it and they'll mash it together, and then they'll mold it, and at the same time
They
what
get
they'll
like
do.
about like a little thing of broth and they dip it in
Yes.
there.
So the seasoning,
okay,
like if you
okay.
get carne de res, you
Yeah.
know, if you got that
Every culture
sautéed
does it
beef,
different. Some of them use tomato paste. The Puerto Ricans use broth.
Yeah.
Dominicans use what? What do you guys use?
no, we get the broth too from the
broth too,
sauteed
yeah,
from the
yeah.
sauteed beef,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the juices.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our version of au jus.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
or you would
gotcha.
dip a French dip, but this is like a little just to wet up because there's a lot of starch
Yeah.
based on that
yeah,
mofongo. So to
yeah.
break
Or them
just to break it
bananas.
up a little, soften it up a little, you
Yeah.
have a little bit of a liquid
That
to
broth,
go along
gotcha.
with it.
And then
Yeah.
the mango is because I always
the
think that
mango
mango
is
is
just
freaking is
boiled.
Dominican mofongo.
It's
Yeah.
boiled plantains. It's just that that's all it is. It's a mashed potatoes version of plantains.
Gotcha. Okay.
They'll put in some onions,
Yeah.
a little vinagre. They'll make some onions and some vinegar, and then they'll put a little bit of that oil from the pan where you're sautéing up the onions, the red onions with the
Yeah.
vinegar. They'll take a little bit of that fluid fluid and throw it into the mash that they got going on with the plantains, the green plantains. It's not the sweet ones, the green plantains.
Yeah, so freaking old head sounds like he's been in freaking kitchens on the top of Puerto Rican and Dominican restaurants.
He's been in there putting that elbow grease
no,
in there.
No, were you
like,
a chef too?
You ain't gonna just stand around and just think you're gonna eat all this. You better go and
learn how to make that shit.
And you're gonna hold down and you're gonna help me throw up these damn pasteles. You know,
hacer la masa de los pasteles, yo.
Yo, you gotta be in there.
One of the nastiest things I've ever freaking experienced was I had a Puerto Rican girlfriend in high school, and I experienced a Christmas at a Puerto Rican household, and they were making morcillas.
Oh my god!
They were packing the blood sausage and freaking and frying that shit.
Yeah,
and that shit is the smell, but they love that. And
then, Fred, you fuck with the morcilla?
No.
Okay, so you're on the same
I don't
page.
like bloody stuff, bro.
We're Americanized.
Yeah.
We can't.
Just give me my regular pork sausage, bro. None of that bloody stuff. No,
I don't find the appeal at all in that.
I don't know, man.
But there's people that'll flip out over it. Like they'll like once they hear there's some morcilla around, they'll be like, oh, that's just the best. I don't know. I don't know.
My cousin freaking we got a lechon, a whole pig for Año Nuevo and stuff, right? Or Nochebuena, right? And the first thing he did was take the liver and the hearts and throw those things in the frying pan and start frying them up like a kid on Christmas. And I'm there like, he's like, oh, wait until you taste the way I do it. And I'm looking at him, they're like, bro, I saw you. You just threw that shit in the freaking pan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This typically isn't about me in this segment, but I don't care if you dip those parts in beer batter, fry them and serve them. I'm not having it. I'm sorry.
Liver is the kryptonite, dog. I can eat anything, bro. I will.
But like you said, everybody swears that they got the way to make it. You're gonna like it because of the way I make it.
Oh, you don't know how I make it with mad onions. No. I taste it.
I don't eat no pig feet either. I don't eat no pig feet. I'll eat some curry, like
curries. Okay, yes,
curry goat.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
but,
for sure.
But I don't like too much spicy things. I have a weak stomach, so I save all the spicy stuff.
Got
you spicy people.
Okay.
Of course I like my pork. Spanish people love pork.
Yeah, hard to drive away. Despite our attempts at following the culture and be like, yo, don't eat swine.
High cholesterol.
Swine,
bacon.
I get a lot of guilt trips from freaking listening to Sean Price and freaking and freaking Brand Nubian and stuff.
Hey man, but I can't lie, man. There ain't nothing like some eggs and some bacon in the morning, bro.
Okay, that's what a typical breakfast would look like for you. Some eggs.
I'll take some scrambled eggs because I don't like no runny eggs, man. They gotta be cooked nice, scrambled.
Well, scrambled eggs, well done.
Well, I don't like no runny shit, bro.
Got you.
I don't like no bloody shit. I want my shit to be good, cooked well, and some nice good pieces of bacon, not too much fat in them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Some of them,
bacon's
gotten expensive now.
No, for real.
Yeah, it's like almost like $10 for a pack of bacon right now, you know what I mean? 1 pack of bacon.
Yeah. If that shit don't say buy one, get one free on it, I'm not getting a $10 pack.
That's what dictates.
That shit got expensive. Everything got expensive with
They asked me, what pack of bacon you like? The one that says buy one, get one free on it. That's the
all them shits are sold out already,
bro. This is Hornell today? Oh, yeah, I guess Hornell it is.
Oh, it's only $16 for 2 of them. Like, shit. Yeah, man. But, you're Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Cuban.
He's Cuban, so,
But I gotta eat
La Islas, yo. We got the Islas.
Have you guys eaten, or I don't know if they have one up there, but since you're from Kendall, Fred, have you eaten at La Isla del Encanto? Right by Miami Airport?
It's a Puerto Rican spot?
It's a Puerto Rican spot, a fishless fuck. I think they just opened up one on 137th.
On 120th, I think.
It's on 120th, right?
It's next to a Chinese spot.
Yeah, right next to the Chinese spot around from
the Publix there. The Publix? Yeah.
That spot right there.
You know what? My dad told me he ate there. He didn't like it, so it kind of like. You know where I went to? There's a spot on 8th Street, Mofongos, I think it's something. Mofongo something, bro, it's fire, the Mofongo there. It's like, all Mofongo places, like Jimmy, like what, Brother Jimmy's, I think, they had the Mofongo there too. Where, like, you could get it with, the chicharron or with the chicken or
the shrimp.
Or the shrimp,
yeah. So, like, It's on 8th Street. I think like on 8th Street, on like 18th or something like that. Right off 8th Street, they got this. It's called Mofongo something.
Oh yeah, down in the heart of freaking La Calle Ocho.
Yeah,
Yo, Fred, we got to figure out the name because that way I can turn around and tell them, yo, they need to cut a check, yo. Between them, Isla de Encanto, they're getting a lot of burn on this podcast right here.
We giving you some promotion, yo. Tell them BrewsBeats&Eats sent you.
Exactly,
some
yo.
Mofongo would be nice, you know.
Tell them to show you where the cipher table's at.
Yeah, man. That's where it's at. I think they have a little spot. They can have us sit outside or something.
What's crazy, that place, La Isla del Encanto, those motherfuckers have I forgot what it's called, but it's El Chicharrón.
Yeah.
Right? Where it has the freaking, the pork rind with a piece of meat with a whole pork steak attached to it.
Wow.
Right? So they don't remove the part of the meat that they take the chicharrón
from. It's all attached.
It's all attached. So you got your chicharrón where that shit's a fucking huge freaking steak. Oh my god, that shit is so freaking fire. You guys gotta
Yo, since we're on that topic of Puerto Rican food, Madrecitas Bistro, shouts to y'all. They're a pop-up. They'll travel within the Wynwood circles. The reason I know them is because they'll pop up at breweries, and I was at Wynwood Brewery, and my man, Chef Gio was in there whipping it up. But like I walk by, if you know Wynwood Brewery, as you're walking, you're going east to west, pulling up to the spot. There's what I would call like a carport. There's a small entrance that's just an open area.
Gotcha.
And then a couple of feet later, you got your front entrance, and you go into Wynwood Brewing. Well, that area there, a while back I pulled up, and my man had la olla. He had the olla, el sartén going, that like the industrial sized joint where he was whipping up food. And
that's his mom's too and stuff.
Probably it was handed down. That was handed down for sure, no doubt. But Madrecitas Bistro, future guests of BrewsBeats&Eats the podcast, they was whipping it up, and they was on point, yo. They gave you the pernil with the tostones. Oh yeah. And it went great with like a darker beer at Wynwood. I think I was drinking the Magic City Pale Ale, a darker pale ale, and that shit just went like it coupled it with it. Lovely. So I had to throw that in there for sure.
Madrecitas Bistro.
Yeah, follow them on IG. Madrecitas Bistro. They do pop-ups every once in a while. It's a little tougher for them to do it now because shit's shut down. But yeah, they'll let you know whenever they're doing meals where you could place in an order of a good amount of food, and it's all quality shit, yo.
Oh yeah, me hay un arroz con gandules.
Oh yeah, man. Never can go wrong with some Puerto Rican rice, you know.
No, yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you before we wrap this up. I've come across Puerto Ricans that have said a plate for them, an official plate for them, would include arroz con gandules, una chuleta, okay, and then they would be bold in tostones, and a pastel.
Yeah.
Now, would you throw that into the mix too? Is that
of course, but you have to have a lot of room to fit. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that to me sounds like a freaking Puerto Rican bandeja paisa.
That sounds like
straight up, yo.
That's like you eat that and you sit down on the couch and you out.
That's it.
The intro comes on in the movie and they're like, "Yo, you with me?" I'm like, yes.
And then the credits.
In my sleep, whenever I wake up and watch it again, I'll watch it again.
That's it, dog.
My mom, she'll keep throwing things at me. She'll be like, come on, watch this. Smacking me with pillows. I'm like, Mom. I'm like, yo.
Let me sleep.
I just put down a plate.
I just ate.
And peas.
I just ate like about... so
you ate for
food.
4.
Yeah,
you ate for 4.
They always want to make sure you eat good.
No, that's the one thing is that nurturing, the motherly instinct.
Right
like,
there.
no, you gotta eat that.
Like, I know I shouldn't have finished it off.
Duh.
But you don't want to throw it away because it tastes so good. So you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna finish it off.
Yeah, but it has its effects.
Put your head down. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna die.
Yep.
The first time I ate a pastel, a Puerto Rican pastel.
Yeah,
right?
Especially a nice fat one or something.
But I ate it in middle school. I was on a field trip, and it was like a freaking International Hispanic Day or something like that.
So they probably had some
they
fire.
said, pasteles. No, it was homemade pasteles and stuff. But I'm Cuban.
Yeah.
So when I hear pasteles, I think that shit's full of guayaba or guayaba.
You're thinking like sweets.
Yes, and I ate that junk and I'm like, this shit ain't no pastel. This is like a brown rotten tamal, yo. I was like, what is this? I wasn't ready for it, dog.
You wasn't ready. But after you had that you were like, where's the next one at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need some more of those meat pastries.
Ketchup or hot sauce on your pastel? Well, no, you said you was into spicy things, so you.
Nah, you know, people use ketchup, but I'm not too much of a big ketchup person, so I just like it alone. Just, you know, it's like that. I'm not too much of a ketchup, and I don't like hot sauce. I have a weak stomach. I'm a chunk of hot stuff.
Got you. Perfect timing for me to let everybody know. I want to hear from everybody. This is the first episode where we're going to introduce the poll question of the week. And the ketchup is what set it off. Ketchup on a hot dog. It's a very divisive topic. There's some people that don't fuck with ketchup on hot dog. There's some people that they try to get as much as they can on you. So I want to hear from y'all, the listeners. Yo, hit me up. Let me know.
Mustard all day, baby.
All right, see, you already heard Fred's input. Ketchup
and some mayo.
Mayo too. Mayo. I can throw a little bit of mayo on that piece.
Wow. So yo, I want to hear from y'all. Ketchup on a hot dog, yes or no? Let me know what's up. I'll tally it up, get the points going, and I'll figure out where we reside. Who, the majority feel. But we already heard Fred said ketchup on a hot dog. Ketchup. Maybe even mayo on it, according to H. So yeah, that's your homework. For real.
Where could they hit you up, Ed?
Yo, you know what it is? It's BrewsBeats&Eats in IG. But before I get to that, let's just do it this way. Yo, Fred, there it is. BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. As always, I'd like to thank my man FredRock for taking the time.
It's been a long time since me and you conversed.
Yes, and this was a long overdue, man. We sat down, we talked it up. H, man, came through on the tip, yo. Wow. Came through and inputted in the conversation like we always approve of. My peoples, thank you again. Thank you guys for tuning in another week, listening to this discourse that we have going on. Y'all know what it is. Like H said, BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast on IG. Keep up with me. Keep an eye out for the Twitter. I'm gonna be a lot more active on there. I'm gonna put the poll question on Twitter, and there it is, man. If you enjoyed what you heard, tell a friend. If you didn't enjoy it, tell it to me. Tell somebody.
Spread the good word.
Let them know where it's at. Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast fix from. That's where the podcast could be found. SoundCloud, so on and so forth. H, one time. Twitch, where we at?
Twitch, WVCC Radio. It can't get any easier, yo. Follow us every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 to 12 midnight, for your underground and indie hip-hop fix, man. We are Miami.
Yes. Tune in, baby. Tune in. Show love.
And on that note, BrewsBeats&Eats, the podcast. Peace.
Peace.